Move along. To worry about living and concern with right or wrong. Write a song so I belong somewhere. Move along. To worry about living and concern with right or wrong. Write a song so I belong somewhere. They don't come around for a nigga like me. Got left on the ground, God can't get a sound from a nigga like me. Cause down where a nigga might be very young from my depression. The trauma I'm suppressing. Thought I'ma die from weapon. Paramedics count compressions. My confessions, I've been stressing, trying to hold it on my own. My obsessions got connected to what's unfolding in my home. Burn my chest and now I'm gone. Rumor messing down Patron. Dollar desperate down the drain. And dotted checks to sign the loan. To keep that city housing, that project living them ghetto streets so he grow. Where metal speaking, them pedals leaving us settle seas to be snow. That rebel peak and he low. The sky's the limit. We try to hit it. We can't reach so we get high up in it. And end up low when we die up in it. Take off the foo-foo. Take off the clout chase. Take off the mask. Take off the fake smile. Take out the flash. Feel like the sand might break out the glass. The rope is on, approaching dawn. The gates to go to state where I hope to spawn. For now when the music plays, the cloak is on. The phone is my remote for the notes. Come on, it's move along. To worry about living and concern with right or wrong. Write a song so I belong somewhere. Move along. To worry about living and concern with right or wrong. Write a song so I belong somewhere. Move along. To worry about living and concern with right or wrong. Write a song so I belong somewhere. Move along. To worry about living and concern with right or wrong. Write a song so I belong somewhere.
Yo, we are here. I got some food with me. Pulling Elijah this week. I will be eating while doing this early pod. Usually we're on 8:30s, but I was like, looks like I'm going solo this week, so I'm going to try to get this done early as possible. It's just I got some other stuff on my plate. Want to get it done early. So, hey, if you're tuning in right now, yes, it looks like it is hot as hell. So, hey, cool down if you're in a hot area. If not, lucky you. If you're new here, let me get a quick intro going. Welcome to the Ball Central podcast, where we combine sports and comedy and just talk about bullshit, whether it's NBA, NFL, whatever current sports outlets, sports news is going on. We try to cover them and give it our best take with some comedy on the side. Maybe you don't want comedy as a full plate. Maybe you want it on the side. That's our expertise. So, if you're new here, welcome. I'm your boy Phil. I am the CEO. And if you want to see us live every week, we go live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But if you want to hear us audio-wise and you can't make it to the live every week, we're on all the audio platforms under Baller Central. So we have a good amount to go over today. The NBA Finals is this Thursday. And I'm grabbing food, so don't mind me. The NBA Finals are this Thursday. Got some McDonald's fries. NBA Finals are this Thursday. Celtics and Mavs, and we're going to go over each road that each team had, and as well as the breakdown of the series and my pick at the end of the pod. It might be a short pod, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. But we also will be doing a watch party for the finals every single game. I'll try to. We'll be doing it on playback, So if you don't have a playback account, playback.tv/Baller Central, you can watch the games with us there. But I believe you don't need an NBA TV account to watch, since we'll be screen sharing. So make an account and pull up and watch. So where do we begin? Oh, Elijah unavailable at the moment. John taking care of some family matters. No Drake. So hey, solo. So let's go over the Celtics point of views. I'm the Celtics fan. Actually, don't go Celtics glasses. I'm a Celtics fan. Actually, yeah, the Celtics are easier to explain. Let's go all the way back to last year, Game 7, Eastern Conference Finals. The Celtics down 0-3 force a Game 7, thanks to Derek White in Game 6, and have the opportunity to go to back-to-back finals appearances against Denver. But first play of the game, Jason Tatum injures his ankle and is pretty much, hobbled the whole rest of the game, not being very available for play. So Jaylen Brown tries to take over, has a terrible game, several turnovers, maybe 6 or 7, and the Celtics get eliminated by a blowout at home against the Miami Heat. So what happens in the offseason to try to make sure they can go back to the finals after missing it last year against the Heat? And the Nuggets won the championship, of course. In the offseason, they make moves. Brad Stevens, I believe GM or president, whatever you want to call it, president of basketball operations, maybe. Brad Stevens ships out the heart and soul of Boston and Marcus Smart. One of the necessary moves you need to make a championship, because if you want to win a championship, it has to take sacrifice. And Marcus Smart was one of those sacrifices. But hey, we don't know if he'll pay off or not, the sacrifice, but it's one of those tough moves you have to make if you want to win a championship. Marcus Smart spent his whole career in Boston, got moved to, I believe, Memphis, involving that Kristaps Porzingis trade. So Boston ships out Marcus Smart and gets Kristaps Porzingis. But then the Bucks trade away Drew Holiday for Dame in a package. I think 2 or 3 team deal involving Phoenix as well. So the Phoenix Suns, Milwaukee Bucks, and the Portland Trailblazers all make a trade. Dame goes to Milwaukee. Phoenix gets some depth pieces in Grayson Allen and others. And Portland gets DeAndre Ayton and Drew Holiday. But not for long. The Celtics strike again as Brad Stevens trades Robert Williams and Malcolm Brogdon for Drew Holiday. So they get the Marcus Smart replacement, because a lot of people can claim Drew Holiday and Marcus Smart sort of the same role, but Drew Holiday is a better defender and scorer. So they make those moves. They trade for Xavier Tillman at the deadline as well. But hey, they re-signed Payne Pritchard I believe, as well. So basically, we don't know how much time we have left with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, so they want to maximize their championship window as much as they can. So they make those moves. They win the 1 seed. I think they win like 64 games or 44 games, maybe around the 54 wins. Maybe they could have been a 61 team, I believe. Yeah, they won like 54. They could have won 60, but they coasted near the end. They get the number 1 seed. Fast forward. The last month of the season, they secured number 1 seed. They get 50 plus wins, I think 54, 55. And then they lock it up. And first round, they faced the Heat without Jimmy Butler, beat them in 5. And then the second round beat the Cleveland Cavaliers without D. Mitch for the last 2-3 games, and then without Jarrett Allen for the whole series. And then they sweep the Pacers, which Tyrese Halliburton did not play the last 2 games, and now they're here in the finals. Just the whole season was on. Celtics had a lot of people on their radar just because they had a number 1 team. They have all this depth. They had Jason Tatum, a borderline. A lot of people say top 10, top 5 star. A lot of narratives, of course, from the past seasons as well. Is Jaylen Brown the true number 1? Is it Jason Tatum's team? Is it Jaylen Brown's team? Can the Celtics actually get the job done with this crew? Can the Celtics get the job done with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown as your top two people? So far, the answer has been no. But they have one of the best seasons in Celtics history and NBA history. So, and they have a crew following them, filming everything. So a lot of pressure is on them. If they fail this season, oof, they will get torched, including for myself. So Jason Tatum was an MVP candidate, but then fell out like halfway through the race just because of stats. I mean, we all know if it was on whoever's on the best team gets it, he would have won because his team was the best team in both conferences. But stat wise, Jokic, Luka, and SGA had him all beat, so he was out there. He was first team All NBA though, but Jaylen Brown did not make one, so yeah. But the whole question everyone was asking this season for the Celtics, can they get the job done? We know they can make an Eastern Conference Finals. We know they can win rounds 1, 2, and 3, but 1 and 2. But can they? Basically, for me, I've said this about this team the last 2-3 years, especially ever since the Warriors finals. Our floor is Eastern Conference Finals. We just got to get to the top, to the championship. They're almost guaranteed in the Eastern Conference Finals now. Appearance. The last 3 years, it was Celtics. I think it was Celtics Heat. It might have been Celtics Bucks, then Celtics Heat, then this year it was Celtics Pacers. So they've been the same constant Eastern Conference Finals contender year in, year out. It's just all about getting the job done for the NBA championship. So with that being said, they're here now. Jaylen Brown won Eastern Conference Finals MVP, which I don't really care too much about. I think it's a meaningless award, anyways. If people use that as a debate piece, don't talk basketball with them. And plus, Jason Tatum won the first one 2 years ago, and Jaylen Brown played good enough for. Honestly, if Drew Holiday, Tatum, or Jaylen Brown would have won the award, I would have been completely fine. At this point, I'm not worried about the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I'm worried about the Finals MVP, winning the Finals. So I didn't care who won that, to be honest. So good for Jaylen Brown, though. He definitely deserved it. He definitely played well enough to get that award. As for the Celtics, hey, won last series, 4 games away from immortality, from being NBA champions. Can they get the job done? I'll break down that part in a minute. But let's go to the other side of the court, the Mavs. I believe that they punted their season away before the end of the year last year, because if they beat a certain team, I believe it was the Knicks or Suns. If they beat that team, they get the playoff spot, but decided to punt. They sat Luka and Kyrie, who they were acquired halfway through the year last year. Hey, shout out Brooklyn Nets. They also helped us get Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. So the Mavs acquire Kyrie late in the season, and then they punt and try to get a draft pick to use for this season. Fast forward, that draft pick turns out to be Derek Lively, who is arguably a top 10 rookie in this draft, maybe top 5, if depending how you're feeling. He has played pretty well. Arguably, maybe like the 3rd best big man rookie in his class, because it's Chet, Wemby, and arguably him. So he's been a top 10 player rookie-wise. He has been great this year. I liked him in his spot because the Mavs, the one thing they've been missing is a big man, and he's fit that role great so far. Yeah, a lot of people were sleeping on the Mavs this year. Yes, Luka was in MVP conversations every single week because of his numbers. He had the 3rd highest PRA in the season behind Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain this year, so definitely worthy of MVP talk. But they were in a very, very tough West, and they finished like the 5th best record in the West. So they had to face they were in the same conference as the Nuggets, the Wolves, the Lakers, the Suns, and others. But trade deadline comes, so around that same mark, 5th to 6th, they make a trade to help their depth with the big men and forwards. They trade for Daniel Gafford from the Wizards, and they also trade for PJ Washington from the Charlotte Hornets. So they do all that to help shore up their big man depth, and they finally get a full year of Kyrie under their belt, which is great because Luka and Kyrie, it's, in my opinion, the greatest skilled backcourt of all time. If the job is to get a bucket against these two, it's hard to pick a duo that can get a bucket better than these guys, in my opinion. If you disagree, let me know down below. But they did their job. They had a good season despite being fifth in the West. Luka didn't win MVP. He lost to Jokic, which wouldn't be mad at that pick. But fast forward to the playoffs. They faced the Clippers, which they have a rivalry with. Luka always goes off against the Clippers. Luka actually struggled this first round against the Clippers, but with Kyrie going off, PJ Washington, etc., they helped pick up the slack, and they beat the Clippers in, I believe, 5 or 6. So, and then the biggest test of one of the biggest tests, another big test for them, they faced the number 1 seeded OKC Thunder, the young OKC Thunder, SGA, Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, etc., Josh Giddey, Lou Dort. Mavs handled them in 5 or 6. I think 6. Yeah, Mavs handled them in 6. Hey, Luka played a little bit better that game. Kyrie played well too. SGA, crucial foul at the end of the game to give PJ Washington the game-winning free throws. And a lot of people doubted them too. I mean, people were saying OKC, they're the number 1 seed. SGA was MVP candidate. They should be able to beat the Mavs. A lot of people were on the OKC Thunder wagon, rightfully so, because they're a great team, number 1 seed for a reason. But the Mavs experience kicked in because this is their second time in 3 years kicking out number 1 seed in the playoffs. They did it against Phoenix 2 years ago because, that was very memorable. And then the Mavs, another tough test against Minnesota, who just knocked off the defending champions, the Denver Nuggets. So shout out to Minnesota. But this was a hell of a series. Despite it only being 5 games, which I'm shocked. I thought it was going to go 7. But the Mavs handled business. They could have swept him, but they won the first 3 games. Ant got one at 4, so he avoided the sweep. But the Mavs, Luka, Kai, just too much. They win in 5. Just crazy. So Luka and Kyrie, I think who won the West? I think Luka won Western Conference Finals MVP, rightfully so. He put on a show. This is probably his best basketball so far in the playoffs. Him and Jason Tatum are leading their teams in all stat categories. Statistical, like a chainsaw. I messed up. But nonetheless, we are here now. The series starts Thursday, TD Garden. First 2 games at Boston, then the next 2 at Dallas, and it takes Boston, Dallas, Boston. So let's break it down. Let's talk about the storylines first in this NBA Finals. Since there's so many storylines, where do we begin? Do we begin with the oldest to the newest? Yeah, let's begin to the oldest to the newest. Kristaps Porzingis, Jalen Brunson, and Luka Doncic was on the team, if you want to believe it or not, very, very long time ago. And people were thinking this was the big 3 to help Luka Doncic finally win. It didn't work out. They sent Kristaps to Washington, and Jalen Brunson signed with New York. He is now the leader of the New York Knicks. Shout out Jalen Brunson. But people were hyping up the Luka Doncic KP duo because it was a great European duo. I mean, it should have worked out, but obviously they didn't mesh too well, and Luka Doncic says there's no beef, but hey, who knows? But he gets to Kristaps Porzingis gets to face a team that he the team might have gave up on him. Who knows for sure? But Kristaps Porzingis gets the opportunity to face his old team, and so does Dallas point guard or shooting guard, where they put him, Kyrie Irving. After there was rumors of Kyrie wanting to leave Cleveland when he was with LeBron, he wanted to be the top guy on a team. He said, I know I'm good enough to lead a team. I'm good enough to win a championship as the one guy or as the A guy. So they trade him to Boston for Isaiah Thomas and some other pieces. It did not go so well. They had a team with Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, Al Horford, and others. The team obviously fell short of expectations. The Boston media was trashing Kyrie, if I'm being honest. And Kyrie left to Brooklyn. And where did Brooklyn send Kyrie? To Dallas. So, full circle moment. Obviously, Kyrie taught Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown a lot. But now that they have to face each other in the finals, it's the whole story with Kyrie and Boston. The Boston fans hate Kyrie. I don't personally, but a lot of Boston fans hate Kyrie Irving. Obviously because they didn't win him a championship, but also he said, "Oh, if you guys would like me, I would like to stay and resign," even though he didn't resign. But I can see why Kyrie didn't resign with Boston, just because um, the media treated him like trash. The fans treated him like trash as well. They gave up on him after certain stuff. The man was dealing with a loss in his family, I believe. Also, some wasn't getting the best help mentally. So, I mean, it is what it is. Kyrie, he's happy now in Dallas. All that matters is happiness. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I think like what's up, Larry? How you doing? Um, yeah, Kyrie is being treated well as he should be. He's one of the best stars in the league. The Brooklyn Nets treated him shitty. The Boston Celtics fan base and media treated him shitty. Um, but he's getting treated right in Dallas. The meals, etc., etc. Um, Now, yeah, only the meals, but he feels beloved by the fans, which he should. He's a great player. He deserves to be loved by the fans. And hey, let's just hope like we can get a civilized matchup between the Celtics and the Mavericks, because I don't know how. Because knowing he is, I mean, for Kyrie, he reacts in certain ways just because the Celtics media, the Boston media, the fans are nasty, and they're expecting greatness too fast. They're not with the ride, and I mean for Kyrie, I feel like he's been misunderstood a lot as well. In certain situations, of course, yep, he deserves blame, but in other situations, I think he was misunderstood. I mean, regardless of how you feel about him, he is one of the greatest point guard scorers of all time, one of the best finishers of all time. Dallas has, yep, absolutely. Dallas. Luka embraced him. Everyone made him feel at home. I am just happy that Kyrie is, having a chance to really embrace his play and his teammates, because him and Luka is a good duo. So I like him and Luka. Um, so other storylines. Hey, Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic. Jason Tatum versus Luka Doncic is another big storyline. People have been the social media and sports media platforms have been baiting them or like putting them against each other for a while. So people always want to debate Jason Tatum versus Luka Doncic. Who's better? Who's had a better career, etc., etc. That's another big storyline. Who will win their first ring first between Luka and Tatum as well? Face of the league is apparently on the line as well, which, eh. Um, honestly, I don't think Jason Tatum should be the face of the league. I feel like a lot of people like Luka more, and Luka is more well known internationally as well. I think if you ask an NBA, if you ask a random person who doesn't watch basketball, oh, it's a fish fillet from McDonald's. I'm not that rich, so hey, cute stuff. I got a hot and spicy McChicken, fish fillet, and some fries. Nothing too fancy. Larry, how are we doing today? By the way. Um, yeah. I think if you ask a random person, if you show a picture of Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic, I'm pretty sure they'll pick Luka Doncic. They'll know him first before knowing Jason Tatum. So the markability is there. He's a great guy. He's funny. He has a personality. And too many people hate Jason Tatum. There's no way he should be a face of the league. As you should. I'm glad. And plus, too many people. Too many people hate Jason Tatum online. You know, the memes to him, the Hispanic man dancing. Everyone thinks he's overrated. So why would you make someone the face of the league that everyone hates, apparently? So it's over for that conversation. Yeah. Everyone hates Jason Tatum, so and everyone loves Luka Doncic. So see? Exactly. You know why? And you couldn't spell his name right either. It's Jayson then Tatum. See, yeah, because everyone hates Jason Tatum. I don't think he's more well known than Luka. Luka has more marketability. So if the face of the league should be anyone, it should be Luka Doncic. And hey, there's a lot of Luka clips. Oh, the baseball commissioner. I know people really hate people really hate the baseball commissioner. Rob Manfred, I think his name is. People really hate him, if I'm being honest. But there's a lot of marketability and opportunity for the face of the league. Jason Tatum might be, I don't know, but I don't think he should. Luka Doncic, and Edwards, Jokic, SGA, Giannis. I think Giannis might be too old though. They need someone young, maybe like mid 20s, probably. But hey, it is what it is, and I'm just happy we got this finals. Who else? What other storylines? Let's see. What else? I think Luka versus Tatum. Al Horford, he's been in the league so long, he deserves a ring. Well, not deserves a ring, but it'd be nice to see him get a ring. I think that's enough for the storylines. Oh, gotta go, my friend. John is handling family matters, so hey, probably see him next week. Or we're doing a watch party this Thursday for the NBA Finals. He'll be there. So, but hey, Larry, thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a good day. And so hey, those are the storylines. Let's talk about the matchups. I believe our lineup would be for Boston: Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jalen, Tatum, and I believe Porzingis, since he's reported healthy. And then for Dallas, Luka, Kai, DJJ, I believe. Derek Jones Jr., Gafford, and PJ, and then Lively or Gafford, whoever they want to put at the 5. So, I mean, hey, it all depends. I think it should be. I don't know who's going to guard who. That's the question. But some X factors, I think, for the Mavs, it's going to be how they guard Tatum and Brown. Those are going to be the two guys. I don't know if Luka's going to be guarding them or Kai, or it might be Gafford or PJ Washington. But it's up to them. And I think you're going to get your consistent 30 points a night from Luka and Kai. Because if the Mavs want to win, you need 30 each from Luka and Kai. And the question is, who's going to be that third guy, or how will they bunch up the rest of the points? Because 60 points is not going to win you a basketball game. Who's going to score the other 30, 35, 40? Usually they've had what? PJ score 10 to 15, Lively score 10-ish, Gafford score 10-ish, and then the bench just sprinkles in some points to add it to 40-ish. So hopefully Tim Hardaway plays, because if he plays, we don't have to guard him. But yeah, for me, for the Mavs, PJ Washington, are we going to see struggling PJ Washington like we did with the Timberwolves, or are we going to see the PJ Washington that showed up versus OKC, where he was scoring like what, 20 points in 3 straight games, or like 15 plus points in 3 straight games? We got to see. Also, how will they guard Porzingis, Al Horford, etc., etc. Porzingis is, I'm pretty sure, banged up. He's not 100%, so they have the health factor over him. Maybe it'll be easier to box him out, or easier to get a position on him down low in the paint. So, hey. But I'm excited. Also for the Mavs, probably. Well, I know Luke and Kai are going to show up, especially Kyrie. He has to. Mm, yeah, X factors for the Mavs, the big men. As for the Celtics, I know it's easy to say, but Jason Tatum. The last time you were at the finals, struggled against the Golden State Warriors. Even though one of the games you had the most assists in the finals game, but all eyes are going to be on you. I'm going to be perfectly honest, as not only a Celtics fan, but a Jason Tatum fan. They have been shitting on their name like crazy. They're calling you a rotational player. They're calling you a bench player. They're calling you a role player. This is your series to remind everyone, to remind the world who you are. You need to be averaging 25 to 30 plus points a game, getting the boards. Basically, we don't need 40, 50 points every game, to be honest, from Jason Tatum. We need you to make timely buckets and timely plays. Like what, 30, 10, and 5 plus assists. That's a game we want from you as a Celtics fan. Jaylen Brown kicks in with 25 as well. So I'm not one of those people who just says, oh, scoring is the only thing that matters. You should be, if you're the star player, you should be dropping 40, 50 every night. No. For me, I want you to make the right play. That's it. I don't care if it's on defense, which, two-way player Jason Tatum is. Two-way player, make the right reads on defense, make the right pass on offense, make the right move on jump shot, make the right move on offense. Don't settle for threes. Just because settle for mid-range or something. Just because we know you aren't the best three-point shooter. You've struggled. You've had plenty of games where you were abysmal from the three-point line. You're 6'7", 6'8". I don't know how much you weigh, but Porzingis will be back. That paint will be open. Mid-range, drive to the paint, draw fouls, in one layups, regular layups, dunks. Do whatever you can to score, but don't settle. You're going to have a lot of space on this floor, especially with Porzingis spacing everyone out. You can drive, you can hit the mid-range, floaters, you can dime. If they double team you could pass off to whoever's open, etc., etc. But make the right plays. I don't care if it's a bucket for yourself or the others. Just make the right play. That's all I care about. Obviously, there's moments we're going to have to take over, which is the right play, but I don't care You don't need to drop 40 or 50. Just make the right damn play. Pass, rebound, score, steal, block, etc., etc. Just make the right play. That's simple. Um, as for another Celtics X factor, Porzingis. That's easy. We don't know his health. He's healthy enough to play, but is he going to be hobbled? Is he going to be, pulling an OG Anunoby, just, playing for 5 minutes and boop, gone? He hasn't played since April 29th. So he got injured, I think, first game. He got injured game 3 versus Miami. He was out the whole second round and third round as well. So hopefully the rest was enough to get him to like 80, 90%, but who knows? But if Kristaps is hitting those threes from the outside, they'll have no choice but to guard up, leaving the paint wide open. So, and also Porzingis has size. He's gonna be the tallest player on the court. Use it. Post move. Oh, he can't do post moves, but use the height. Drop the ball in a little floater, a little boop, little drop. So hey, we'll see how it happens. But also Jaylen Brown. They said you had no left hand. They said you can't score in certain ways. Every single drive, go to left. No, but the same thing as Jason Tatum. I just think with this whole Celtics team, you have a roster to win now. That's never been a doubt. You've had a roster to win now since 2022, since the Warriors finals. But I don't care who scores the basketball or in the finals. Just make the right play, please. Pass if you're guarded, pass it to the open guy. Make the right plays, make the right reads. I don't care who scores it or who passes it. Just make the right play. Get open shots, get easy shots. Those are the best ones to shoot. Get open shots, build confidence. So if you have to take a hard contested shot, you have more confidence to make it since you made the open ones. So just for everyone, be confident, make the right plays. That's all we got to do to win. They're favored. The Celtics are favored to win, even though it feels like whole damn social media is on the Mavericks side. So how do I feel this matchup is going to go? Well, there's 2 games in Boston, 2 games in Dallas, and then 1-1-1. Honestly, because I don't know if Jason Tatum will struggle. I don't know if the Celtics will struggle. This will be their first fully healthy team faced in the playoffs because, Jimmy Butler, Donovan Mitchell, Halliburton, etc., etc. Also, Luka. This will be Luka's first time in the finals, I believe. So would a lot of people. But I think the only Mav would experience would probably be Kyrie Irving. This will be his, 3rd, 4th, 5th finals? He made a couple with LeBron. Yeah, he made 3 or 4 with LeBron. So yeah, he's gonna be the guy to listen to focus on during this series. He knows what it's like to be here. He has the experience. He knows what it takes to win a championship. He's gonna be the guy that everyone looks to for advice and to make plays. So, with all that being said, my pick for this year's finals. The Celtics are the favorite right now, odds wise, betting wise, etc. Minus like 200 or 300. But we know in the past, the Celtics were favored against the Heat. Didn't happen. So yeah, betting odds has not been kind to Celtics and Celtics fans. But I think this is the year the Celtics get it done. I think personally, the Celtics get it done in 6. Luka and Kyrie are good enough to win you 2 games, but I just think there's going to be mismatches with everyone on the starting 5 for Boston. It's going to be tough because Dallas has played defense when needed, especially against Minnesota with Ant and Karl-Anthony Towns. But when they face against Minnesota, you're not facing Rudy Gobert. Yes, he's a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, but Kristaps Porzingis can stretch the floor. Rudy Gobert cannot. All 5 of these guys are threats on 3-point line. This is the best 3-point shooting team in the league, and maybe even history, maybe like top 5 in history. And these guys will be much harder to guard than a lot of people on Minnesota. There's no Mike Conley, even though Drew Holiday is a better scorer than Mike Conley. I think basically there's and Edwards, who was great, but you have Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White can score the basket, Drew Holiday can score the basket, Porzingis can score the basket, and Al Horford. I just think that the Celtics have the better starting five, and that's what they've been leaning on this whole year. The starting five. They punted on their bench, which they don't have a lot of options on the bench. I think Payne Pritchard, Sam Hauser, and Al Horford now, since I think Kristaps is starting. But they've been on the power of the starting six actually. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Porzingis, and Al Horford. They've been leaning heavy on those, and I think they'll be leaning heavy on those once again. And I think that'll be too much for the Mavs. Yes, you'll have Luke and Kyrie going off every game just because they have to if they want to win. But I think the Celtics defense will be good enough to make sure no one else, goes off. I think the game plan should be contain Luka and let Luka go off and then contain everyone else because Luka's gonna get hit regardless. He's a top 3 player in the world, arguably number 1 if you ask Elijah and other people, which I wouldn't disagree with. But Kyrie has had games where he was off, and so has everyone else on the Mavs. If we can get those off games from Kyrie often, they got this, and I think that's what happened. I think the Celtics defense will make sure we don't have those PJ Washington 20-point games, eliminate the lob threats and Gafford and Lively. Also, Gafford and Lively can't shoot, so it's going to be interesting to have the defense react to that. I think the only shooters on the team, Luka, Kai, and PJ somewhat, even though he doesn't scare me from the 3-point line. But I'm excited to see how this plays out. I think the Celtics defense locks in. They realize that this is their moment. This is a redemption from 2022, and who knows if the Celtics will ever be here again, because every single finals run or appearance, don't take for granted. You never know when you'll be back. Joel Embiid hasn't made an Eastern Conference Finals. Shea hasn't made a finals yet. Other people have not made a finals appearance, and there's a lot of superstars who haven't made a finals appearance. So play like this is your last ever game. It should be every game, so you can get immortalized in NBA history. And yeah, I'm going Celtics in 6. Jason Tatum will be your finals MVP. And if the Celtics do win and Jason Tatum wins finals MVP, hopefully that gets a lot of narratives off the Celtics back. Like, don't get me wrong, some of the narratives are true or right as of right now, because the Celtics are fighting for a championship. They can't get it done. Jason Tatum hasn't won the big one. Jaylen Brown hasn't won the big one. But if the Celtics win this one, it'll be bragging rights for Celtics fans for a while, because they're still milking the 08 one. And if they win this year, they get to milk this one for another 10, 12 years as well. But yeah, I think a lot of people will start to respect Jason Tatum more as a player, because in the media he's always been hated. But if he wins MVP, Finals MVP, I think we consider him a top 10 player in the league, even though people are already debating that as well. Personally, I think he's 5 to 10, but I think if Tatum wins Finals MVP, a lot of respect is going to be put on his name after a lot of people have been shitting on him. So, hey, I'm looking forward to watching these games. We will be live on playback.tv/BallCentral. Me and John, I believe Elijah might join us. Depends. But, hey, short show, about 15 minutes off. So, just to recap, I have the Celtics winning in 6 and Jason Tatum your Finals MVP. I'm pretty sure we'll get John's and Elijah's reaction or picks soon. Stay tuned to all the socials for those picks to be revealed. And hey, thank you for tuning in. Hold on. We might have an Elijah appearance real quick. So we're gonna have Elijah. Fuck the outro. My bad. We're gonna have Elijah pull up real quick and just give his thoughts on the series So yeah, those are all my thoughts. So now we're gonna hear Elijah's side of everything. As the Mavs fan, since it's gonna be my team versus his team. So I'm gonna pull Elijah up real quick, and he should be here with us shortly. And hey, also before Elijah gets here, um, just a reminder: once NBA season ends, we'll be in sort of this dead zone of we'll be sure this dead zone of sports. So if you guys want to watch, try anything. So we'll be doing a lot of random things over the summer as well. Maybe like trivia or game nights or whatever, gaming nights, whatever you prefer. But we're gonna be switching it up. Maybe not be as consistent just because we've been going 100% through NFL and NBA. Maybe take some time off here and there. Also, not too much time because algorithm bullshit. But we'll try to do a lot of different things during this our off season for sports until NFL. I think in August for training camp. So I'm gonna pull up Elijah real quick to give
What's up, bro?
my finals brethren. How are we doing?
Huh?
I said my finals brethren. How are we doing today?
Man, just vibing. Ready for game one. It's been a long week.
So right. I mean, hey, Thursday's the day. I pretty much just gave a whole breakdown, recap, and thoughts of the whole matchups and series and everything that led to this as well. Like both the recap of the Celtics and Mavs seasons. Anything you want to talk about? What you think about this Mavs season leading up to everything? Your side of things, since I gave my opinion. It'd be nice to hear your side of the Mavs season.
Tale of two seasons. The first part of the season, before the trade deadline, obviously we were just fighting, just stay in the play-in picture, and then, we actually got Luka some help, and the help that we got him was an actual defender. After Grant Williams, we got PJ, and granted we did have D Live, but he was in and out of the lineup. He was hurt a lot, and we ended up getting Gafford as well. So now we got two serviceable bigs, very serviceable bigs. We have an actual now 4 who can guard the other team's best player, whether it be Kawhi, whether it be PG, whether it be Shea, whether it be, well, actually he wasn't on SGA, but we had somebody who can guard the other team's best player, and he can play bigger because he's a 4. Doing that transcended the season. He was also a knockdown shooter, like Grant Williams was at his beginning of his tenure with the Mavericks, but he slowed down. PJ stayed consistent the entire time. We now had PJ actually at the 4, so now DJJ can now focus on that 3 spot. Josh Green can focus on that 3 spot, and like I said, tale of two seasons. So after the trade deadline, we turned into a completely different team, and that rolled over into the playoffs. Momentum stayed. Obviously, Luka got hurt and whatnot, but this entire season was just, I would say the beginning was a roller coaster, but then at the end it was like, all right, we're here now. We got a solid team, ready to go.
Do you think it was worth taking that last game to avoid the playoffs?
For sure.
Season
For
finale
sure.
2 years ago.
For sure, because that tanking game right there. Obviously, everybody knew we were resting because we were avoiding a win. Eternity live. So that was well worth it.
Gotcha. What are some things you're looking for in this matchup versus Boston, the series? Like, what do you want? What do you think Dallas needs to do to win?
To win this series, there's nothing I can really say because, if you look on paper, and which I have not a lot, but like I had a conversation with another Celtics fan the other day on Facebook, that if you look on paper, there's no way that the Mavs win this series. But again, if you look on paper, there's no way that the Mavs win that 2011 finals.
Or 2022 Warriors.
Yeah. If you look on paper, there's no way that the Cavs should have won that 3-1 finals. You can look on paper for a lot of these finals in the past and say that there's no way this team should have won, but the game has to be played. So that's all I can say about them. They just got to play the game.
Absolutely true. The last thing you want to do is underestimate your opponent.
Yeah, so as Dallas Mavericks, I want them to go into this game thinking, you know what? Tatum is one of the best players in the NBA. Jaylen Brown is not that far off from him. Jaylen Brown might as well be a top 10 player in the NBA. Drew Holiday is probably the best perimeter defender in the NBA. He's up there, though.
Top 5, yeah. That's top 5.
Yeah, I would definitely say top 5. Granted, Al Horford is, what is he, 39?
38. He just turned 38 a couple days ago.
Okay, so granted, Al Horford is 38, but he's Al Horford. You feel me? I want everybody to come into the series thinking, like, you know what? This Celtics team is the most dangerous team ever. And to beat them, we all got to be clicking. We all got to be locked in. We all got to be patient. Let the game come to us. Don't force anything. And also, I need Kai and Luka to realize, when it comes down to it, y'all are the stars. Y'all are the end-all, be-all, for real. So, that's all I can say, man. I just want everybody to come into this game with that mindset. Everybody locked in and be ready to run into probably the best team in the NBA on paper.
Also, do you think this is a winner the face of the league type of thing?
No. Not at all. There's no way that even if Luka wins, he'll never be the face of the league.
I think he should, but
I
don't think Tatum should. Win or lose, I don't think Tatum should be. Too many people hate him.
It's the same thing with Luka. The media hates Luka, so he'll never be the face of the league. That's why they go for somebody like an Ant, who's easy to market.
Fans love him, though.
The
fans love him, though.
Yeah, the Mavs fan love him. Other fans don't really like him either. But like I said,
plus he has more.
Face of the league is going to end up being somebody. Jokic might be the face of the league, but the face of the league is going to be somebody like Ant. They always look for, somebody who's going to stay out of trouble, not say anything for real to the media, and It's an interesting final series because it looks like the whole league is against. Like, I know the Lakers are obviously going for the Mavs because they don't want the Celtics to hang ban or number 18. I know everybody in the East is going for the Mavs because they feel like the Celtics had a little cakewalk or whatever. But then if you look at it from the other side, hey, all Timberwolves fans are going for the Celtics. All Clippers fans are going for the Celtics. All OKC fans are going for the Celtics. So,
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the majority of the NBA wants the Mavs to win because everyone hates Boston.
No. I mean,
even on ESPN and Fox, majority of them chose Mavs to win.
Majority of them want the Mavericks to win, but the majority know that the Mavericks are the underdog here.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I completely agree that the Mavs are the underdogs here, because 5th seed, everyone wants Dallas to win, but they're not picking them to win. They just want them to win just because they're not Boston.
Yeah, I mean, but I just don't want that narrative getting out that the Mavs aren't the underdogs.
Oh yeah, no, I mean the books say the Celtics should win by, they're like what minus 290, minus 300. So that worked well with the Heat last year. So having the best odds aren't always betting wise are in the Celtics' favor. So we'll see how that goes this time around. And also the Warriors as well.
Game got to be played regardless.
Absolutely.
Y'all are 6.5 point favorites in the first game. We actually normally do suck in the first game. Last series was the first time that we won first game one in I think the Jason Kidd era, honestly.
So
I don't know. It'll be interesting though. I'm really interested in seeing the trash talk too. I want to see what Luka comes up with. This series.
If he trash talks how we did Rudy Gobert against Kristaps Porzingis, I'm all for it.
Well, apparently, according to Jayla Parsons, there's real hate there. There isn't, but
Yeah, Luka literally shut that down like an hour after that happened. He said there's no beef.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Which why are we listening? Why are we listening to Chandler Parsons on things?
I don't even understand why is he in the Boston media? That's what I want to know.
Chandler Parsons?
Yeah. Is he from there?
Is? No.
He was on.
I have
yeah,
no clue,
he was
but
on. The show that he's on is based in Boston, or the New England area.
I never knew that personally, but I always saw him on what's it called? On FanDuel TV. And Get Up as well.
Well, the show that he's on is based in Boston for some reason, but I don't understand why he's there. You know, I don't know if he's from Boston. Because that's the only place they'll hire him? I guess, I don't know. He didn't play there, so I was confused about that.
Yeah, no.
But
do we want, before you give your pick on the series, do we want to do a bet?
I already have a bet.
With us or in general?
FanDuel.
So
we could throw a little friendly.
So do I. But it'd be better if you won.
Yeah, way better.
I was thinking Jersey bet, but that works too.
My cash out now is way better than if you would win. I think what you bet? You bet $5 on it?
Get if you... Yeah.
Yeah. So you're $5 on it right now. I mean, what do you win? 13 if you win the finals?
Yep.
And that's a total payout. That's not even including
total payout. Yes.
That's including the $5 that you already bet.
Yes.
So you get that $5 back, and you only get another $8. If the Mavs win the finals, I get $130.
How much would you win if your best one?
$130.
God damn. Damn. Yep, that's 10 times the amount of mine. Mine's $13.50.
Yeah.
It's literally 10 times the amount.
My cash out right now is like $38.
I want to cash out now, though. Mine is $8.17. Sheesh. Okay, so yeah, we could do 20.
Yeah, we could do 20. I know you want to do a jersey bet, but
yeah. Plus, I think John gave me the money for the Tim Tebow Florida jersey, because I'm gonna wear that to play NCAA when it comes out. So stay tuned. But so, what's your prediction?
Let's do a jersey bet. Let's do it.
A jersey of choice, or
yeah. Like,
do you want to name the jersey now, or
don't go? Nah, I mean, you don't have to pick the jersey now, but you could.
Autograph Jason Tatum. Nah.
That's what I'm saying. See, don't go stupid and go try to get like an autograph Kobe jersey. You know, like let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, I have a website where they sell it for cheap anyway, so we could just use that website.
No, I know the website. You sent it to me before. But yeah, we could do a jersey bet. I need a jersey anyway.
Gotcha. I mean, if the Mavs win, I have a feeling I know which jersey you're getting anyway. So it's kind of.
No, you don't.
You would have won the Luka jersey.
Low key, I want a Diggs Houston jersey.
Oh, okay. Hey, like I said, jersey of choice. We'll look at DHgate to determine that after the series is over. So, what's your pick? What's your finals prediction? We can do jersey bet. I'm down.
Celtics in. I want it to be 7 because I don't want them winning on our home floor.
And if the Mavs win Game 1, will you change your mind?
Nah, I won't. I'm gonna say Celtics. I'm gonna say. Did it all series, bro? They did it all playoffs. Give me Mavs in 6. I can't. I got Mavs in 6.
Okay, I chose Celtics in 6, so it looks like we both have the same games. It's just who's gonna win.
Yep.
And if Mavs do win in 6 or whatever, how many games, Luka Doncic Finals MVP?
Kyrie.
That'll be interesting.
It'll be Luka for sure. I just want Kyrie to win the Finals MVP so bad against.
If the Mavs win in 6, If the Mavs win in 5 or 7 and Kyrie gets MVP on Boston's home court,
Yeah. There might be
oof.
nobody in the arena after that happens.
Yep. Because we know how the Celtics fans are going to treat Kyrie when he shows up. Oof. But hey, I appreciate Kyrie still. I forgot. There's some last minute things you want to check off this wall. Playing team to make no. Indy goes to conference finals. Well, he said that December 11th. Oh, you got that right. Dallas Western Conference Finals. Elijah, February 19th. You got that right. Knicks versus Celtics Eastern Conference Finals, February 19th. Tommy missed on that. Celtics versus Pacers.
And Tommy
Eastern
didn't
Conference
miss
Finals.
bad on that either. Shout out Tommy.
I mean,
that
it's an
bad.
injury. We know. I know. Yeah, and then Celtics versus Pacers. Waleed said on December 11th in Eastern Conference Finals. Wow, he must knew the Knicks were gonna get hurt. So, any last messages on the season before the final starts? Any last things?
Not really, man. It was a fun season. Shout out both teams. Sad that this is how the season ends because there goes the NBA. Not there goes basketball because we still got the WNBA, but there goes the NBA. And
Yeah,
baseball.
baseball.
No, we still got baseball too, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see all of the shenanigans. Draft, free agency. NBA is going to be a lot of fun soon. But
Right.
yeah, it's sad to see how the season ends. I do
Um,
appreciate the fact that I get a finals matchup with my boy though.
right. It's gonna be. Who would have thought Celtics Mavs in the finals at the beginning of the year?
Nobody.
I thought it was gonna be Celtics
Nobody
Nuggets.
thought it. Nobody thought it. Everybody. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what everybody said. Celtics Nuggets.
Yeah.
Obviously the Lakers fans like Nuggets. I mean Lakers Celtics.
Yeah. Funny enough, I had Mavs Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals.
I did too.
Wait,
I did too until when the Nuggets were holding a 1 seed. That's when I changed it. But
yeah, second time a 5th seed or lower has made the finals in a row. Because last year was the Heat at the 8th. So okay.
yeah, as long as I'm available for watch parties, I will be watching them. I will be on. If we're not on playback, I'll be on Instagram Live.
Shit, I might have to pull a move. If the Celtics win, I might have to go on Instagram Live. Not a game, but the whole series, because team front runner.
Nah, every time, every
we'll
game,
see.
I'm gonna be on IG Live.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You know what we should do?
Boston fans.
Oh, I mean, how many Celtics fans do you know? 2?
Yeah, that's really it. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, fair enough. I only know one Maverick. I only know one Mavericks fan, and it's you. So I went to high school with one, but we don't talk. So
I don't want to say I knew a few Mavericks fans. I know a few Kyrie fans who are Mav fans. I only know one other actual Mavs fan.
Right.
Who will stick with the organization even if Luka leaves.
Ooh, that's a lot. It'll be interesting if we did like a post game, like every single game. Like you see on Twitter, you see the lives on there, like after a game or like if something crazy happens, like regardless of sports or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Spaces or a live or something just to break down that game.
You could do Spaces.
Yeah. I've never done Spaces before, so because I know you've been in a couple.
I have. I've done battle rap and Spaces. I've done all of that. So.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm sorry, I forgot. Do you have that round that I did last year still?
Recorded?
Yeah.
Probably not.
You sent it in the chat though, right? Or
Yeah, the fucking ass one.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to dig for it, but I doubt it. I'll check though.
I don't know if you sent it in the chat or not, but I know you sent it to me, so it should be in our shared media. But I don't have it because I got a new phone. Remember, so.
Oh, and I had to delete messages to make room. That might be that. That might be gone. Wouldn't
Yeah, I forgot
save
all
spaces
about
be
it.
there? Like, wouldn't like past spaces be there? I don't know if people if they can
Not
like
there.
listen to. No, damn.
Nah, they took it down.
Yeah, yeah. That shit might be gone then.
Yeah, here's what it is.
I'll double check the safe. Okay. Last words before I head up. Oh,
All
wait,
right, good
actually,
luck,
do
man.
you want to do you want to do the activity I had in mind?
Sure.
Okay.
If it's a one-person activity, yeah.
So, we could do two. I mean, we can do two. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
So you put it in the
So,
chat.
our goal is, yep.
All right, I see it.
So our goal is with $15, one thing from each category to build your player, and me and you will go head to head to see who could build the best player. Do we want to do? We could pick whatever we want, or once something's off the board, the other person can't get it.
Let's do what's off the board.
Okay, so if you pick something, it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. You get first pick. I made a video on this already, so you can get first pick.
All right.
So $15.
15. I'm gonna take. I feel like I have to do this first. Yeah, I'm gonna take Steph shooting.
Well, that was my first pick in my video. Shit. I'll take. You know what? Give me. Give me Shaq's finishing.
Okay. That means I'll actually just take the Giannis finishing because that's where I was gonna go.
Okay. Then I'll take Joel Embiid's body type.
All right, I'm gonna take KD's mid range.
Okay, so I have what 5, 8. I'll take Dame 3-point shooting. Dame time.
All right, I'm gonna take Ant's body.
12. So I got 3 more. Let me go Sean Livingston's mid range shooting because I've never seen him as a mid range in my life. So.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to just take Dwight. I took Ant's body, so it doesn't matter whose post move I take. I'll take Dwight's post move.
Damn. So I got what 5, 6, 11, 14. Well, I guess I'm going with Mutombo's post moves then.
Yeah, so let me see. I got 2, 2. That's 4, 6. Yeah, I got 15 exactly.
6, 12. I think I got 6, 7, 12, 15. Yep, 15 exactly as well. Yeah, because in the video I made, I did Embiid's body, Curry's shooting, Sean Livingston's mid range, Jokic's post moves, and I think it was LeBron's finishing.
The funny thing is about, like, I know people will always say, you know, we never seen Sean Livingston miss at mid range,
Yeah.
but I've seen him miss plenty mid ranges.
True. I did that joke for it was a bit, yeah.
We can rewatch that 2016 finals alone and see how many mid-range he missed.
Yeah, but I did it for the bit.
The actual lethal mid-range would be Dirk.
Maybe KD.
I think Dirk's is better than KD low-key, but at the same time, I'm not going to risk not taking KD's mid-range because it's right there.
Right, because Dirk's fadeaways, he's 7 foot as well. Yeah, I guess
it's just that KD has Dirk's fadeaway is not from all around. KD's mid-range is a little more around the world.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
that's that. Okay. And then also, before you go, I believe either Thursday or Friday, I had to double check, but very soon the 2K results for our franchise draft should be coming in soon. I've got to do those, and I'll have them uploaded on which team would win a championship.
I was going to ask, how's it looking so far? But
yeah, I didn't make it yet, but yeah, I'm going to be doing it this week, so it should be up this week or next week.
All right, but
good bet. So last words.
Nothing to say for real, man. It's good luck, and I'm excited to see this NBA Finals.
Right. Same. Also, hey, I'm happy Derek Lively got here just because his story and everything. Hey, I'm happy for the guy personally because I first saw him. I think it was that international game versus the Timberwolves, I believe, in the preseason where they went in Dubai, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I just liked them ever since. So, hey, and after I learned his story, yeah, I'm very happy that guy got to make the finals and potentially win it. So, I'm glad for him.
Hey, man, it's storybook if he wins. It's storybook if Kai wins. It's rewritten if Luka wins.
Damn. So yeah, I mean, hey, like I said, good. Best of luck. Hopefully, hey, one of us is going to get a jersey at the end of it. Let's just hope for a good series as well. Hopefully, not the whole every single game is going to be a blowout. Hopefully not. So,
Thanks.
So I would want good hoops.
We need that.
Absolutely.
Also, send me the website again.
And hey, after the NBA Finals, okay. For which one?
The jerseys.
Okay, gotcha. After the NBA Finals, we'll be looking to mix up some content. So we might not do a pod every week. We might just do a video or two, et cetera. So tune into the socials to get updated with everything. Since it's going to be very slow with no NBA or no NFL, and the NFL starts in August for training camps and stuff like that. So hey, we'll be looking to try some new ideas. Maybe we might do an IBT collab, maybe some trivia nights, game nights, et cetera. So either way, stay tuned, stay dialed in, et cetera. So with that being said, hey, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Larry, for coming through earlier. Appreciate you. Next time we'll see you. I think it'll be 2-3 games in the finals since Thursday, Saturday, and then Monday.
Game 3 is on Tuesday. Game 3 is on Tuesday.
Game 3 is on Tuesday? Okay, so we'll have 2 games at least in. So, because they have to switch from Boston to Dallas. Right? So, yeah. Hey, best of luck. Enjoy good basketball. And we will see you guys next week. Deuces.
Hey. Look, they say good days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times it's getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless, bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me. I'm here for your elevation. Success ain't a destination. Ain't looking for reparations. Ain't looking for no type of savings. Stack up the rest of my savings. Can't get no rest in the basement. Can't even lie to you, baby. Time that we spent was amazing. And I ain't trying to replace you for you. My mind is still racing. I lost a step, but I'm coming back. I used to put my heart all on display, but I'm done with that. Tired of these bonds that pop easier than bubble wrap. In my notes, like a group of sick, you see a bunch of rap. In the studio, I box the beat is just a punching bag. And for the guys, let them know I love them back. For all of y'all endeavors, I'm wishing you good luck on that. Shout out Q for the beat. This one a groove for the streets. You say you down with me, baby. You gotta prove it to me.